Hi Sagittarius, this is your astrology forecast for September 2014. It's a real pleasure to be with you today and to be able to do this forecast for you. I'm going to give you a rundown of the astrological influences, and I will also draw a tarot card to give you an overall theme for the month. So, what you're starting with on the 2nd of September is Mercury going into Libra in your 11th house of friendships and hopes and dreams. You're going to be a good friend this month, basically. You're going to be saying the right things. You're going to be able to speak in such a way as to bring people closer to you. People will want to be around you, and you will be able to be fun and a good person to be around. So that's wonderful to start the month off with. What also happens is that your ego is going to drive you to really be successful at work and to really make some inroads. But Pluto kind of puts the brakes on that a little bit, putting certain obstacles and hurdles in your way. So particularly on the 3rd, don't expect things to go exactly the way you plan them. Don't expect them all to go your way. It will be a little bit more tricky than that. On the 6th of September, Venus moves into Virgo in your career sector. So this really overcomes those kind of hurdles now, and by applying yourself to your job and by focusing on the love you have for your job, you're able to heal the hurts that those hurdles have caused you, and you're able to infuse your career with the dreams that you have for it, and you're able to make those a reality. So you're going to become much more of a practical dreamer in terms of your career. So if you've got a law practice and you want to have a law practice with 30 employees, but it's just a pipe dream, then you're able to start to make inroads into making that happen. The full moon occurs on the 9th of September, and that happens in your 4th house of family. So you're going to experience a real bliss in terms of your family life. And I don't know why I pulled such a disdainful face when I said bliss, but family bliss is good. Okay, so you're going to experience that. What it does cause some friction with your career. So you're going to focus, or you're going to want to focus on this career dream, and the family joy and bliss that you're experiencing is really going to come in the way of that. But really what I see is it's important to put the career thing aside for a little bit and focus your attention on the family. I really get that. It's going to be more fulfilling to you. The 14th of the month sees Mars going into Sagittarius right on top of your ascendant in the 1st house. You're going to, okay, this adds a whole nother dimension now, because rather than focus on how you can be of service to others, when this 14th of the month comes around, you're going to be, how can I be of service to myself? How can I make my life better? How can I explore? How can I have fun for myself? How can I enjoy, the things in life that are there just for me? So this is basically self-seeking behavior, and that can often be very satisfying, but usually it ends in addiction, it ends in narcissism, it ends in aggression, it ends on a huge ego, and it's not something that's really going to it's not something that's really encouraged. It's not just you on this planet, it's other people too. So give us a thought as well. The thing about Mars and Sagittarius is they're really conducive. They're both really male kind of energies. Mars is the warrior, Sagittarius is the explorer, and both of those together are kind of like, a very, very masculine energy. This is like, there's no stopping this. So you're going to have to try and, you're going to have to try and think about other people, and then try and channel that self energy into helping others. So rather than, feel that and say, okay, how am I going to have fun, and where am I going to go gambling, and then what am I going to do afterwards? How about taking that physical drive and energy into doing some charity work, and taking that physical strength and helping people physically create something? That would be much more useful. So make sure you kind of keep a lid and an eye on that. The kind of energy shifts forward now. By the time the 21st of the month comes around, again, the hurdles in terms of your career and your application to career will be a theme again. But what happens too is something unexpected happens in your expansive kind of self. You learn something new, or yeah, you do learn something new, and in particular about your romantic relationships or your children. Expect something new, and it's something positive. I can't give you anything more than that. I'm getting Jupiter in Leo, really trining Uranus and Aries in the 5th house very well, and it really creates a lightning strike. Uranus and Leo, Uranus and Jupiter, both of them are very powerful forces, and Jupiter is very lucky and beneficial. Uranus is more rebellious and eccentric and unexpected, but it's when you combine these, it's really an unexpected wow factor of luck. It's positive, and you learn something new about one of those two areas in your life. So expect that around the 21st. On the 24th, the new moon occurs in Libra in your 11th house of hopes and dreams and friendships. You are closer to your friends than you've ever been. You are really able to harmonize with them and have a good time. You're able to communicate with them. And really what I would say for you this month is to do things with your friends, to go to festivals, you know, to enjoy the end of the summer if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, to spend lots of time socializing. You're going to have a blast. Not just fun, you're going to have a scream with your friends and family. And not friends and family, your friends particularly. Family too, but more fun in the sector of friends. On the 28th, Mercury goes into Scorpio in your 12th house, and that really means that you start to communicate some of the more spiritual longings that you've held on to for a while. So all the fun that you've now had this month kind of starts to wind down a little bit by the end of September. And you start to look for more emotional fulfillment, and you do that by pursuing spiritual pursuits. Pursuing spiritual pursuits, that's good, isn't it? Okay. 30th of the month, Venus goes into Libra in your 11th house. And again, so, right, that's interesting. So you've got all of this friendship stuff happening all month, real ability to speak well, to come across really well, people want to be around you. Then there's that little blip with Mercury going into spirituality around the 28th, 29th, and then it flips again back to your friendships, with Venus going into your friendships on the 30th. So go on a retreat with people at the end of September. That would be awesome for you. If you want to stay local, go on a retreat, you know, do like a workshop with some of your friends. If you're feeling really adventurous, go to India or Machu Picchu or something with some people you're close to at the end of September. That would be awesome. You would get so much from that, Sagittarius. That would be wonderful for you. Jupiter is in your house of travel all month. So taking a trip for you is going to be pretty much a no-brainer. I think even if you don't plan a holiday or trip, you're going to end up going. A friend will invite you, or someone will suggest that you go somewhere. So I definitely see you changing locations for a couple of days at least at some point during this month. I'm going to choose a tarot card now for you to give you an overall theme for this month. I love the tarot cards. It's the Two of Wands. And this card, you can see someone holding the world in the palm of their hands. It's new beginnings, it's travel, and it's looking at exploring the world, which is what I just said via Jupiter sitting in your 9th house of travel and exploration. So you're definitely 100,000% going on a trip in September. Have a wonderful month. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.co.uk. You can also send me an email. The address is readings@gregoryscott.co.uk. And you can find me on Facebook and Twitter at facebook.com/GregoryScott444. And on Twitter, it's the same username, GregoryScott444. Speak to you soon.